us to, which is Dead Canyon right over here. We are going to, first of all, I wanted to check out Mirren's Tower because for some reason I just never decided to go up here in any of the previous two videos. We have some magicked floating candles and then Trainer Mirren the Magnific. And really all she does is teach you about spells and the magic side of things. Which means we do not need to talk to her because I think we can figure it out for ourselves, but still I really do like the touch of the floating candles. And also that floor there is pretty neat. There is a optional quest that if you don't go out to the beach and look for, you'll never actually get to following the main path, so I thought we could do that again. Oh, this is not the right entrance, this is just the boat. There it is, that's what I'm looking for right there. Is that light up there? I think, is it a lighthouse of some sort? Must be. There's Mender Manus. Yes, thank you. Oh yeah, there's the lighthouse, of course. For some reason, I definitely knew it was there, but for some reason I forgot that at nighttime it actually did do the whole spinning light thing. Alright. I almost said Eric, but it's Epic Wobblecog. Why, hello there. I was just sitting here waiting for the boat to Kinos. Why are you going to Kinos, actually? And I haven't gotten to bring this up either, even though I wanted to a while back. If you take the Kinos was in EverQuest 1, it's the ideal or the iconic good side city. And if you reverse it, the letters spell out Sony EQ, Sony being, of course, Sony Online Entertainment, the original developers of the game. It was pretty cute naming convention there because it's a pretty decent city name as well. I'm going to Kinos to meet my father. He dropped me off on this island because he was afraid our boat wouldn't make the trip. I begged him to stay, but he said he had urgent news for Kinos. I think I said Kinos. I go back and forth between Kinos and Kinos. What was the news? I'm not quite sure. He was in such a hurry that he never told me. Also, I may have been a little distracted by his ship. It was really amazing. Why was his ship distracting? Because it was underwater, of course. Have you ever seen a boat that runs beneath the waves? I certainly haven't. It was such genius. I spent the entire voyage inspecting it. I'm certain he hadn't planned on it falling below the surface. It's just another example of our curse, I suppose. What curse? Surely you've heard of the Wobblecog family curse of miscalculation. No, I suppose you haven't, have you? Well, it doesn't appear that the boat is here yet. I imagine I've got time to tell you about our curse if you'd like to hear it. Very well. It began long ago in Akanon when the king decided to hold a contest. It was grand. The king invited everyone to make a clockwork king, and the one that most resembled him would win. The two favored inventors were my ancestor, Tizik Wobblecog, and an ingenious but maligned tinkerer named Meldrath. They both submitted their designs, and after much deliberation it was found that the Wobblecog plan provided a much more accurate interpretation of the king. Tizik's clockwork became the royal doppelganger, of course, and Meldrath became infuriated. He placed a curse on my family that has lasted every generation from then onward. He cursed us with miscalculation. It's nearly driven my family to madness. That does sound bothersome. We're the most ingenious inventors, you see. We have truly inspired ideas, but cannot ever see them through to completion because we fumble some inane formula. That sounds devastating. Oh, it is. Take my father, for instance. We thought he had finally overcome the curse when he made that boat. It looked so beautiful and was more complete than any other Wobblecog invention has been in centuries. Then as soon as we got it out in the ocean, it sunk like a rock. Who knew iron wouldn't float? How did you get here if the boat sunk? Luckily, my father had compensated for the curse. He knew something was bound to go wrong, so he completely encapsulated the boat, making it watertight just in case something went awry. Sure enough, the moment she left the berth, the ticking talk fell straight to the seafloor. But it moved along the seafloor. Oh yes, there were several waterproofed whirly gigs set up in a Flagnuvian configuration to displace the meganominal noggards. I see. So here I am, sitting on the dock with all the extra Oh, this seems to be a bit of a problem. What's wrong? I'm missing the extra parts that my father asked me to collect. Oh no, this is disastrous. I can't leave the dock because I'll miss the boat and I can't go to Kanos without those parts. What am I going to do? Maybe I can help. You do that for me. Oh, thank you very much. I'll stay here and ask the boat captain to wait for you to return should he come. I'm missing 3 parts and I have no idea where they could be. I know they're on the island somewhere. What parts are you missing? I'm missing a size 7 clunker, a copper-coated springer, and a triangle spinner. If you could find them and bring them to me, I'd be forever grateful. I'll get right on it. I need all the parts and I can't leave without them, and luckily the boat to Kanos hasn't showed up yet. Please help me find all the parts. So I mentioned that I had a UI mod, and that UI mod also includes quest locations on the map that aren't normally available in game, which is kind of cheating, but the game is so old at this point, and it's outdated in the sense that it doesn't really like to help you with quests, which is fine. But just to make things easier on other characters, I've decided to install, or I didn't decide, but with the UI mod came a map mod that includes some quest locations that aren't normally hidden, and the copper-coated springer that he asked us to get is underwater all the way out here. Oh, and another interesting thing I should point out, as a froglog, I can breathe underwater. For any other race, well, I'm sure maybe there's another race that has water breathing, but for other races they would have a oxygen meter where my search parts thing is right there. And when that went completely empty and they were still underwater, it would start to hurt them. Pretty typical game mechanic, but I really love flair like that, where a race can breathe underwater while others can't, that kind of thing. And it makes me pretty nostalgic for low-level PvP in the area outside of Kanos. I was playing this game with a group of 3 or 4 friends way back when, 9 or 10 years. And I had, as a warden, I had the ability to, let me double check to see if there's another. Okay, I guess not. As a warden, the class I told you I played as before, I had the ability to give water breathing to other people. So if we were faced with a PvP match where we got attacked by other players that we could not win, I would cast water breathing on everyone and we would just jump into the nearest lake and hope that they didn't also have water breathing. And also we would run away, of course. We wouldn't just chill out in the lake, but yeah, those were good times. Also, I was always changed into a tiger, which led to the nickname Aqua Tiger, which I enjoyed very much. Alright, so we need a size 7 clunker, and we do have hints in the quest description about this, where it says maybe Epic lost it while getting a better view of the bay, so somewhere high up, most likely, but still near the bay. And then a triangle spinner, maybe Epic was trying to run from something and dropped it, so very, very vague hints, but still good that they do give you some. I know exactly where the size 7 clunker is, but I do not remember where the triangle spinner is, so hopefully I haven't passed it. I remember the 7 clunker that I know is pretty far away from the other 2. But we'll see, we'll just continue on for now. Dead Canyon, and here's Cleric Maraven. Do not fret, the hand of Kanos reaches far and wide to help those in need. I guess you know me. Murar sent word that you were coming. He said to be nice. He. No worries, I mean only the best. In any case, I'll be doing most of the work for this first task when you're ready. I'm ready. You see those ghostly figures down in the canyon? Those are the souls of our scouts who were lost and consumed by evil. I believe that they may be trapped between our world and the next. I think I can resurrect them if you could just lure them close to me. I will do my best. So all I have to do is find these lost scouts, aggro them by attacking them. Definitely don't want to do my dot because that might kill them. And she needs 3, so I'll pull 3 and hopefully I get credit for all of them at once. And we'll just be true to our frog origins and just, oh. I did not think of Alphanabin. Okay, I just dismissed him when he was wrecking house, goodness. Okay, there's 2, where's a 3rd? Here's a 3rd just spawned. I'll just auto attack. There you go, this should be good enough. And there we go, all three. And look, they're back. That's fantastic. Happy endings for these lost scouts. That was a great game of cat and mouse you pulled there. Nice job, but now for the hard part. Bring it on. Long ago, there lived a ferocious breed on this island, a species of dire wolf that the Sapswill have called the Morak. The Morak were cleansed from the island so it could be a safer place. I have a feeling I know where this is going. The evil that builds on the island has drawn them from their graves and they hunt again. They are thick through Dead Canyon and we need to clear a path for our scouts to move forward. Consider it done. So you have to kill 4 Morak Devourers. They're probably deeper in the canyon. Yeah, there they are, and we are. As you can imagine, they've compensated. Oh, I forgot to resummon Vanabin. Oh, and while I do that, I also forgot about entirely forgot actually, about the new move I got at the end of the previous video that I didn't even really pay attention to. It's called Elemental Aspect, and it's a group buff that increases the max power of group members, which I believe power is you're essentially your mana, what costs skills, or what skills cost to use. It also increases the mitigation of group members versus elemental damage, so once again it's just a set it and forget it kind of spell, like, what is this called, Magi's Shielding. And I forgot to summon him. I'm not sure if I finished my previous thought, but yeah, they have compensated the amount of experience that you get greatly since the old days. Which is why we're now fighting level 3 or 4 enemies as a level 7. Oh, I think this is part of an encounter, let's see. Yeah, with this Sapswill Scout. No problem though. Because as is previously established, we are level 7. Helpful hint, sometimes non-player characters, NPCs, are found in unusual locations and need your help. Clear the Moraks from the base of that tree, and then help the scouts down. What's funny about this quest is I've played through this tutorial so many times, not doing this quest at all, because I just forget because it's been so long. But yeah, once you kill these 3 Moraks at the base of the tree, you can left click on this NPC and help him down, and he'll have a quest for you. Where are they, those nasty evil Moraks? I've gotten rid of them. Are there more? Get them away. Who knew that Moraks were hounds, I ask you? They've got to be eliminated. Dreaded beast. I'll get rid of them, and then we get some torn scout pants that I cannot equip because my class is not a fighter, priest, or scout, but we'll still do it for the experience. Why not? And that is to say, the experience of doing the quest, not the actual character experience. Okay, we killed all 4 of the Moraks that we needed. Morak reminds me of the H.G. Wells story, The Time Machine, with the, oh gosh, what are they called? The Morlocks. Oh my god, okay, that's a new thing I want to equip. Do we get anything? Oh, that was just our starting equipment, that's right. You did it, I knew you would. Our scouts were able to clear through the far side of the village. I'll send word back to Murar, thank you. Is there anything else I can do? The few scouts that broke through the Sapswill village have report a twist in this evil plot. Apparently the goblins are victims of the evil as well. A few goblins survived some sort of an attack on their village and are being held at a scout camp that has been set up on its outskirts. Should I travel there? Yes, seek out sorcerer Uvala. He is charged with protecting the camp there and should have more information. The camp is in an alcove on the far east side of the abandoned village. You will need to traverse around the village to get to the camp. Good luck. On my way. Bless you, child. I'm really going to be going on a tangent here, but we're just walking, so if you're a fan of old science fiction literature, I can absolutely... Oh, do we need to kill... Oh, we need to kill Moraks for the Lost Scout, that's right. I would highly recommend H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. It's actually the first usage, I believe, I want to say it's the first usage of the term time machine as a time traveling device in literature. And it's about, I don't want to give too much away because it's a very short story, but it's about this man who travels very, very far into the future, and it's actually told from the perspective of him telling the story to the protagonist of the story. So because he's speaking in a first-person perspective, it kind of reads like that, but it's technically a frame story. And right, the reason I brought it up, he finds that humanity has devolved into, or evolved would be technically, but devolved from our perspective into two distinct groups of humans, and one of them is called the Morlocks. And yeah, I'm just recommending it. You should definitely check it out if you can get your hands on a copy of it. Okay, now we can turn into the Lost Scout again. Whoa, where are they? Those nasty evil Morax. You look pretty shaken up. Phew, when I was assigned to explore the village, I had no idea there were these dogs. I'm deathly afraid of them. Got bitten very badly as a child, you see. This is terrible. How can I finish my missions? You don't seem to be frightened of them. These little pups, they don't scare me. I would be forever in your debt if you could perhaps take a quick peek around the village for me and clear out any of those wretched Morax so that I can continue on my mission, please. Not a problem. Do we just need to kill more? Oh no, we need to explore specific areas. Okay. And also, of course, kill more of them. Oh, nice. Here's an encounter, so we'll use our ice storm. Well, they died very quickly, but that's okay. I'm wondering what is the yellow bar? I understand the red is health and the blue is power, but I'm not sure what the yellow bar is for Vanabin down here. Is this one of the spots we need? Yeah, it is. Okay, explore the abandoned village. We also need to explore Sapswill Hill, though. And I guess keep killing Morax. Oh yeah, 6. I guess I didn't want to take the time just to see the number right there. And here is the last one. But of course we gotta kill his Sapswill handler too. I think this is Sapswill Hill, level 8. Yeah, okay. You know, I'm just gonna go back and talk to the I'll help Vanabin, actually. I feel bad leaving him with that many. Oh no, we're good. They de-aggroed really fast. Which is interesting because I remember this game having an incredibly long aggro range, or at least not range to aggro, but the range that enemies would follow you for once you aggroed them. It made running away from difficult encounters very difficult. I think Vanabin is all the way back there fighting. I'm really not sure what that meter is. I feel like I should know that, but I haven't really had that much experience with pet classes in this game. You're not going to like this. There are multitudes of Morax ahead. Oh dear. The Morax are even more plentiful around the village. I cleared a path, but they'll soon be back. I do owe you this, friend. I'm primarily a scout, but also a diplomat in training. I'm supposed to open lines of communication with the Sapswill soothsayer, who supposedly knows a great deal about what's ailing our colony. Can you take him this gift as an act of a diplomat in training? I'll take it, no worries. And we got a diplomatic gift. A little tag hangs from the package. The inscription reads, "From the citizens of Kinos." So I believe that takes us, I believe we have to do that in the goblin camp that we were heading to anyway, so it's good that we did that. Obviously, theme park MMO quests always have a tendency to converge, so it's not surprising, but still. This one dropped a treasure chest of canines. Oh no, this is a hide helm for not our class. That's sad. Maybe we can sell it later. Enemies do have a chance of dropping treasure chests in this game. I think every enemy has at least some chance. And usually they contain upgrades for your spells, or just gear like that. Not necessarily always gear that you can use, but it's still neat to get interesting random drops like that. What in the world is attacking me? I have no idea, and it's kind of worrying. Because we're so high level, that we're double the level of these devourers, so they just kind of look at us menacingly as we walk away. Boom. I love this job. Someday I'll be the greatest wizard in all of Kanos, and you, what do you aspire to be? Great like you, I guess. It is possible, but unlikely. I've got the edge, of course, being an erudite, but let's put that behind us, since I suppose I need your help. Erudite being a race, and players can also make erudite characters, so I wonder what you would say if you were an erudite. You need my help. Well, I need to stay here and guard the camp, but I need you to venture into the abandoned village. The goblins have revealed some disturbing news. A few survived and made it into our camp here, but the rest were consumed by a mysterious fog. Apparently some mysterious totems appeared throughout the village and spewed out a fog that enveloped it. It appears that only a few survived and the rest were turned into the living dead. So you want me to destroy these totems? Exactly. Clear them away from the village and maybe it will help lead us to the source of the evil. I will hunt the totems. And we've actually seen those totems because we're there. They're there even before we can interact with them, and I think they're all over the place. We just need to kill 3 of them. There should be some up here, I would think. On Sapswill Hill. And I definitely don't want to just walk past one and be blind. No, I don't think I'm seeing it. And one of the good things about having pets in this game is that if you aggro a bunch of enemies, the pet will probably take aggro from them if you don't do anything. So let's see if Vanavan will help us out. Oh, we don't even aggro these enemies. So we can just destroy the totem carefree. That's one of them, but where's another? I guess we haven't checked the left side of the camp, so we can do that. I love spamming jump in these games. Okay, here we go. Another one. And let's go find a third. I want to say it's probably in one of these tents. Oh, there's one. Cool. Surprised I missed that when we were looking here before. And we got the Goblin Killer achievement. I personally do not bother with achievements in this game. I'm not really sure even how to get to them, so I won't open that up, but we did get it. Or actually, maybe I can just click on it here. I can. Slay 25 goblins, and did we get a title for that? We did not, but I think we do get a title for killing. It's one of those tiered achievements, so first one will be Goblin Killer at 25, and then probably Goblin Killer 2 at 125 or something like that. There's a decent amount of titles in this game. Let's check out that Lost Traveler's Ring we got. Okay, it's better than both of our accessories, so cool. And I am, rest assured, I am keeping an eye out for that triangle spinner for Epic's missing parts. Wow, you really caused an uproar. Removing those totems must have angered whatever sinister force is behind all this. An evil champion has shown his face and must be dealt with. The Dark Blade Master must be defeated. By me, aren't you a great wizard? Well, if Murar had sent me to take out the Blade Master, it would be done already. My orders are to protect the camp here, at which I am doing a superb job. Enough debate. Destroy the Blade Master. I guess I'll take care of it. So the Blade Master is near the fog on Sapswill Hill, and we know that Sapswill Hill is right over here, and there's the Dark Blade Master. I don't really want to fight that other Sapswill warrior, and it doesn't look like he's linked, although they might be linked just by proximity, so let's see what happens. Nope, we just pulled him. Good stuff. And that's that. And he drops his shield, which once again we can't use, but I would be incredibly jazzed if we were using a shield class. What a fight that was. For a moment there, I thought I would need to step in and help you. The Blade Master's insignia is very disturbing. I should have known Freeport was involved in this corruption somehow. We must act quickly if we are to stop the evil. Should I report back to Muror? There's no time. Our forward scouts report that High Chieftain Grex is still alive and holding off the invasion from his treehouse to the east. You must go talk to him before it's too late. I'll head to the High Chieftain, so now we're, for real, going into the Goblin camp. It's still a little bit of a jog to get there, though. There's the Undead Killer achievement for a very similar thing. Probably also 25, I assume they're all 25, yeah. Yeah, and then there's 100 goblins. So yeah, it keeps going. There's a lot. I think it said you have over 400 achievements just for killing specific types of enemies. Man, I'm such a sucker for heavily forested areas, and I would never describe this area as heavily forested, but just a large collection of trees and then a big tree. That's enough for me, and I love areas like that. Here's Durg and Gonk. Like Gonk droids in Star Wars. Just wrecking these enemies. Oh, this assassin is chasing after me, though. How annoying. I guess not that annoying, because, yeah, I'm gonna get a level up from it. And here's the Sapswill Soothsayer for the Scout. What's this move? We got Absorb Magic. Dispels 12 levels of arcane beneficial effects on the target. Decreases power of caster. So that's our first debuff move, so I'll move that up here. Also, we were given Sea Invisibility, which, does that change our view? No, it doesn't, but if we were in danger of PvP, which we're not at the moment, we could turn that on and see any stealth players, or at least have a chance of seeing stealth players. I'm not sure in the nitty-gritty of how it works. Grex promises us, and his promises is kept. So I turned off the voice acting, but these goblin voice actors really did a good job, and I feel bad that you can't hear them. The Forest Keeper sent me to. Forest Keeper, big tree, yes, yes, waiting for you. Big tree, big promise, water is needed, yes, 3 waters. Fallen from the skies and the roots from deep beneath. Fetch the waters, gather the roots. But what? Nothing more to say. Big tree sends you to me to help. Big tree keeps promise. Bring waters and roots first, then sayings will I sooth. Must bring to me, or nothing more I will say. But I bring you a gift from the people of Kanos. Hello, hello, I knew you would be coming, I knew, and bringing presents, we loves presents. It's a small token of friendship, a diplomatic gesture. Friends for life we are now. Is our tradition to greet everyone we meet, go meet the Sapswills, is the diplomatic way. Hail them all, we like friends. Meet the Sapswills, then meet High Chieftain Grex. He likes friends too, to long life and happy friendships. I'll pay my respects to you, people. For that we get the diplomat badge accessory. Okay, and these people all highlighted in our map as a ton of people for us to talk to. Hail back to you, diplomat. Sad times upon us, the great balancing before us, coming I knew you would be. Had to, you did. What do you mean? Prophecy speaks of the great balancing, time when gobbies are faced with destruction. Hero arrives to save us. Hero, I feel from you. I'll do what I can. As it was written, sources of evil methinks springs from the cave. Fog shows us evil inside. Hero must save the Sapswill. Hero must be victorious. I'll head to the cave. And this is actually very, very close to the end of the tutorial. Now that we are actually doing the Source of Evil quest, so we're about to hit 30 minutes, so I'm going to call it right here, and no promises, but I'm pretty confident the next video will be the last one of this tutorial section, so hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.